Hey everybody, it's Kevin Dewalt of Prolego. Well, almost every day, Russ and I get contacted by an analytics head at a large enterprise with variations of the same question, and that is, what use cases for large language models should I start pursuing within my environment? And there's a couple different reasons for why this is happening. In some cases, it's the CEO or the board members have been playing with ChatGPT and they've been reading about the possibilities and they're just applying pressure to go do something. In other cases, the business customers are using it and see direct applications inside their environment. So they're turning up heat within the organization to get something done. And the final one, which is always the funniest, is where there's a particular business customer or somebody who has a project they want to get funded for a long time, and suddenly they see that LLMs are now the hot new way to get funding, and so they slap generative AI or LLMs on top of the business case and try to sail it through so they can grab some money to get their initiative funded. Okay, but in any case, whatever the situation is, you're going to have to come up with an answer. While I don't have the exact answer for your organization, I have been talking to colleagues about this, and we've been having these kind of conversations with other companies. And so I think I can give you an indication of where you can start finding opportunities for LLMs inside the enterprise. This is going to be a two-part video series, and I'm going to break these. I have 8 use cases for LLMs that I see getting traction. And I'm going to break this into a two-part video series. In the first part today, I'm going to cover what I'm calling the first 5, which are like classical NLP use cases that you could solve with LLMs. This particular first 5 are the type that you would have traditionally solved using statistical NLP techniques or the previous iteration of language models in the BERT family of transformers. So I'm going to cover those first 5 today. The first one is text classification, right? So this is about trying to assign a particular document or information within a document to a particular section. This document belongs over here, this one belongs over here, or here's a section of this 800-page PDF that you're looking for. The second is information extraction. Usually this is looking for names, places, organization, entities inside a document, often for populating some sort of relational graph, maybe a 360-degree view of the customers is a common one. Or maybe another one we see is where you're trying to extract specific clause terms from contracts, the grace period in a particular life insurance contract, for instance. The third one is semantic search. So semantic search means searching based on meaning or user intent, and it's different from traditional keyword searches, which usually return too many results or not enough. And so semantic search is a way to search based on the kind of information a person is looking for. The third is information summarization. This is an area where LLMs really shine. Traditionally, even with transformers, information summarization involved kind of this abstractive summarization that really didn't capture what the person was looking for, or an extractive technique where you would find the most relevant couple of sections in the documents. You don't have to worry about extractive or abstractive, these terms ever again, because large language models like GPT-4 do a great job of summarizing, and you can change what they summarize based on the user's intent. So that's a great use case. And the last one, and it's the one we probably see least, is information comparison. This usually involves organizations that maybe have a set of case files like law enforcement or intelligence where you have a particular situation and you want to go find a case or a situation similar to it maybe in the last couple of years. So that's sort of like information comparison. So those are the first 5. Here's what we're seeing. Most organizations are starting by looking for use cases within the enterprise, starting with these 5. And that's because these are familiar territory. OpenAI talks about them in their blog. These are traditional ways of doing natural language processing. There are 2 challenges that analytics leaders are running into when they start exploring these use cases. The first is that most of them involve solving problems for a specific business unit that are part of a larger workflow. So if you take an instance like underwriting or claims management in an insurance company or a bank, the information classification of a particular set of text helps expedite that workflow of that one process, but it doesn't deliver big impact for that particular business unit. So you have to take a capabilities-based approach and find ways of deploying text classification techniques across a bunch of different business units. And obviously that's a lot harder. It takes a bigger investment, which is one of the reasons why the adoption of some of the BERT family of NLP transformers has just been really slow for the past couple of years. The second problem is a lot of companies have these initiatives already underway. And so if you already have an entity extraction project going with traditional BERT-style transformers and it's giving you what you need, there's not a compelling reason to change course just because LLMs are a new technology and they can maybe solve the problem better. Particularly because when you actually talk about deploying large language models, you have your own set of productionalization challenges like I've talked about previously. So those are the two reasons why, although companies start by exploring for use cases under these classical NLP techniques, they quickly evolve to looking for new ones where large language models provide a unique capability and you can deliver a bigger business impact a lot faster. And those three are going to be the subject of the next video. Have a great day.